Hey guys, it's Jason with the Boardgame Mechanics, and today we're going to take a look at a game about digging up dinosaur fossils, and that game is called Dinos Not Assembled, or DNA for short. Dinos Not Assembled is a game from Thing 12 Games. It plays 2 to 4 players in about 30 to 40 minutes, depending on the amount of players that you're playing and how old they are and all that stuff. And what you're doing in this is you are digging for dinosaur fossils. And you're trying to get certain types of fossils, legs, maybe spine, neck, head, claws, so on and so forth. You're trying to get these fossils to piece some dinosaurs together to put them on display in your museum. That's what you do with dinosaur fossils. I mean, you dig them up so people can see them in a museum. That's cool. So that's essentially the gist. It's going to be like a drafting game. There's a little bit of take that where you can steal some stuff from players, contract fulfillment, that kind of thing. And it's for families and young-ish kids. So dinosaur game that you can play with your kids, that's awesome to me. So that's enough talking about it. Let's go to the table. Check it out. All right, so here's a game of Dinos Not Assembled, all set up for 2 players. To set up, you're going to put the museum board out in the middle. You're going to put the dig site off to one side or somewhere where everybody can see it, with 4 dig tiles, or fossil tiles, all the dino cards, all the dino meeples, which are pretty awesome, can just hang off to the side. You're going to give each player a player board. I think they're in colors. It's hard to tell. Just take which one you want and put it in front of the color of the museum you like, and 2 dino cards, which we'll get into in a minute. And you can give them a turn order card. Then we're ready to play. So on your turn, the first turn's a little different, but on every other turn, you're going to do one of these things. So I'm just going to start from turn 2, and we'll go ahead and get started. So you can take 2 bone tiles from the pile there. So I can take any of those 2 tiles, put them on my board. I have to end my turn with 4 tiles, but I can have more on my turn if I want to. That's fine, but at the end, I need to get rid of them. I can steal. So say this player had this tile. I can then steal it, put it on my board, flip it to the red side up, then this player would get the security guard. They couldn't be stolen from again until the other player would get stolen from. You can, what's it say next? You can make a dinosaur. So let's show you what those look like. Dinosaur cards are going to have 3 different types of fossils that they're looking for. You're trying to get those fossils onto your board so you can make the dinosaur. When you make the dinosaur, you'll take it, you'll put it over here, and you'll take the appropriate meeple, put it on display in your museum. First player to complete 3 is the winner. So that's the crux of the game there. Next thing you can do is you can plan. You can draw a new dinosaur card, put it into your hand so you can have more stuff to work on. Or you can clear, which means you'll sweep all those tiles, put 4 new ones out. But you don't get to keep one, which kind of stinks. The first turn's a little different. There's only a couple of the actions that you can take, but it's still, these are the gist of the action. So after turn 1, it goes into this. So let's go ahead and play through a couple rounds so you can see how the game works. So this player will go first because they have the first player marker. And let's look at their cards. So they have a Stegosaurus and an Ankylosaurus. So they need a lot of parts, none of which are over there. Let's go ahead and take another dino card. Got another Stegosaurus. All right, so that didn't help. All right, so that was their turn. Next player's turn. They have that cool bird. They have 2 of the cool birds. All right, so that's what they're looking for. Can they take any of those? Yes, they're going to go ahead and take these 2 pieces because they need both of these. Then they're going to need a feather, which is a little more complicated because feathers, the red tiles, are harder to come by than the blue ones. So let's see what comes out. We got that. I don't know what some of the pieces are, so I'm not going to try to say their names. Ooh, look at all these red ones. Look at all that. That's looking good. All right. So I have the Ankylosaurus and this one. Do I need any of that? Nope. I'm just going to go ahead and sweep, which gets rid of all 4 of them and brings out 4 new tiles. So 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. And then these go back in the bag. And then it will be this player's turn. Let's see. They need a feather, which is going to be tough to get. So they're going to take another card. And now they have the Brachiosaurus. All right, that's a little bit easier to do. I'm going to take some tiles because now I can finally get some stuff. So I'll take this one and this one for my Ankylosaurus. Again, all these cards are in your hand, so no one knows what you have, but just so everybody can see, I'm playing face up. Oh, there's what they need. There's what they need. All right, so they're going to take some tiles. They're going to go ahead and take this bird feather. And maybe this one. Maybe somebody will steal it. Okay, that was their turn. Back to me. All right, what else do I need for my Ankylosaurus? I need a head, which I can't get. Can't get that head. I'm just gonna take another dinosaur. Ooh, there we go. A shark tooth, different. Okay, I think I can work with that. All right, now it's their turn. They're gonna make a dinosaur. So they have everything they need to make the Archaeopteryx. So they need the feather, the skull, and the claw. Those go back into the bag. They will take the card, put it face up on their board like that, and then they'll take this little cute dinosaur, put it in their museum. Now they're 1/3 of the way of winning the game. And that's how the game's going to keep going. Occasionally we're going to steal from other players. We're going to keep drawing cards, and we're going to keep playing this same way until somebody has 3 dinosaurs on display in their museum. Once they do that, they are the winner. So that's Dinos Not Assembled. Let's go up the top, see what they think about it. All right, well, that was Dinos Not Assembled. Yeah, this game is awesome. I would say this is a kid's game. In essence, it's really light. You could play with some adults if they don't really play a ton of games to get kind of, to introduce maybe to some drafting, to some contract fulfillment, that kind of thing, and the race mechanism of trying to be the first person to do something. So you could play it with adults, but I would probably just play it with kids or families that have kids. And this kind of reminds me of, it's like Fossils came out this year from Kids Table Board Games. This was that same theme, but this is probably a more accessible game because there's not different player powers. There's not any of that. It's just take some fossils, build your dinosaur. That's it. That's all you're going to be doing. And I dig it. Another thing I love about it, every dinosaur on the card has his own custom meeple, which is awesome. I really like this little shark guy right here. This shark guy is awesome. And this silly looking bird. They have crazy names that I can't say, so I'm not even going to try. The T-Rex is adorable too. Look at this. Look at this guy. Look at that. Tells a T-Rex, but it's adorable. And then the Pteranodon, I don't think that's what they're called here, but I know that from a kid show. Adorable. So those custom meeples really put this over the top. The art on the board is really awesome. You saw that in the overview. The player board is super nice. It's got the places where you put your finished cards, places where you're putting your fossils because you can only have 4. Everything's laid out right in front of you. It has nice artwork on the background. It's just awesome. Now my only complaint, maybe I'm just too daft to know, but let me just show you. Here's a player board. I'm not sure what color this is supposed to be. Maybe yellow because of the tint here, but I don't really know. Here's another one. It's purple, so maybe blue. I don't know. That's my only complaint, is I don't know which color these are supposed to be for. Doesn't matter. Just take a board, who cares, and put whatever side of the museum you're sitting in front of as your museum. I don't know. But that's my only complaint, is I don't know if these are supposed to be for specific people or you just take the one you like. And also this game came with card sleeves, which is really cool. So all the cards are really nice quality as well, but the card sleeves are going to be there for another extra layer of protection since you may be playing with little kids. This is a really fun game. I like it. It's not the heaviest game in the world. It doesn't have the most decision space of a lot of games, but it's fun to play with my kids. I play it with Rory, my youngest kid, and my oldest daughter actually, and they both enjoyed it. My oldest daughter has autism, so she had to get guided through a little bit, but she was understanding it. She's like, hey, I need some fossils to make my dinosaurs. She didn't really understand which fossils were what and which dinosaurs needed what. She didn't care, but she liked taking the fossils and building the dinosaurs and putting them in the museum. So that was cool. So I'm going to give this a BGM accepted seal. A kid accepted seal, we don't really have that, so I'm just going to encompass it under our normal seal. I'm going to give this an 8 out of 10 on BGG, which is a 4 out of 5 wrenches. On an arbitrary wrench scale, that means absolutely nothing. But we like to give it the games that we enjoy. So that's what I'm going to do. That is Dinos Not Assembled from Thing 12 Games. I'm Jason with the Board Game Mechanics, and as always, keep gaming.